Now, from the University of Okoboji, it's Okoboji Broadcast with Jeff Thee.
Welcome to Okoboji Broadcast, everybody. A wonderful Thursday, warmer than usual, right here in the Iowa Great Lakes. I'm Jeff Thee, coming to you from our studios right here, historic Arnold's Park Amusement Park. Bringing back in the CEO, the president of the Iowa Great Lakes Area Chamber of Commerce, Blain Andera. Welcome. Thank you for coming in.
Truly my pleasure to be here, Jeff. Thanks.
Is it really?
It is, really.
Well, that makes me feel better.
Yeah. I like when you're signing on, you know, we've all both got these great big smiles on just because we're so happy to see each other.
Exactly.
It is.
Exactly. You crystallized my thoughts once again.
Exactly. That's what I did. So.
You know, I don't want to get into Walleye Weekend, but we were just talking about, you know, the impact economically Winter Games, and we were just talking a little bit about the polar plunge and how significant that was.
Yeah,
this year.
you had mentioned that you were out on the ice during the polar plunge and watching from out in the kite festival area, and you know, the boardwalk down here at Arnold's Park was just jam packed, elbow to elbow people, and we had just over 300 plungers this year, which is by far a record. And it was just fantastic. But along with that, some of the things that you know, people might not realize is we give back to a lot of nonprofits through Winter Games as well. So yesterday we presented a check to Arnold's Park Okoboji Fire and Rescue for $5,000 from proceeds of the Winter Games for the polar plunge.
But isn't that wonderful? And these people out there saving lives, making differences, and through Winter Games get to contribute to that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Chris Youngblith said that they're going to use the funds to go towards new quick access diving suits.
Okay.
So that when, and I don't know all the details, and I apologize for that, but basically, instead of having to put on a wetsuit and take all that time, these suits go right over your clothes. They're weighted. You know, they've got the tank on it and everything, and the recovery time or the deployment time for them is going to be much, much quicker. And
seconds are essential.
Exactly.
Yes.
So our Polar Plunge sponsor, Okoboji Motor Company, also donated $5,000.
Wow.
So we presented checks in the amount of $10,000 yesterday to APO Fire and Rescue.
Incredible.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And that's just one. You know, a lot of nonprofits get some extra cash out of Winter Games, and so important to our area.
Exactly.
So thanks for getting these games going.
Sure.
Well, let's talk about, and you asked me now what year is it for Walleye Weekend, and I always remember it's 2 less than Winter Games. Okay, so Walleye or Winter Games was 44. Thusly, you tell me.
42.
Yes, very good.
42nd annual.
You are correct.
And just for the record, it was just a quiz. I knew what year it was.
I'm sure you did.
You know, so.
but I did too. I want to point that out.
I was proud of you. So registration is open.
Yes.
Online registration for the 42nd annual Iowa Great Lakes Walleye Weekend.
Yes.
So people who have an opportunity to register, it's $30 for the regular contest. For youth, I believe it's $15, and then the extended is $20. Last year we had, I'm drawing a blank on his name. He caught a walleye the week after, and got a check for over $5,000. So really encourage people to register for that extended contest. Dennis Weirheim.
I mean, yes, right. And well, I think you're right. I don't know what I know, but you know, I mean, that's often where the bucks lie, as opposed to the big, you know, 42,000. That extended pulls in cash for people pretty regularly. Not every year, but pretty regularly.
Remember, 2 years ago there was 3 of them caught, and none of the anglers were registered. So
shoulda, coulda,
woulda, coulda. But so we're going to release 10 tagged walleyes again this year in the chain of lakes, and have a $42,000 price tag on the first one that's caught. If more than one are caught, they're going to split the prize.
Very good.
It'll be fun. All
right. So registration. OkobojiChamber.com.
Click the events tab and scroll on down to Walleye Weekend. It's easy peasy, Jeff. So
actually kind of hard to believe. We just got done. Here we are talking about the first weekend of May. What is that? 4th, 5th, 3rd, 4th?
4th and 5th.
4th and 5th.
Yep, Saturday, Sunday.
I'm on a roll.
You are doing good.
Yeah, me and the numbers.
You know, as we're talking about Winter Games and the money that the Chamber gives back for that. We have a grant process too that we do for Walleye Weekend. So area nonprofits who so you have to be a 501c3 and promote angling in the Iowa Great Lakes. So
Right.
your mission has to be something to do with angling. We want that money that we're going to grant out to go towards that.
Yeah.
Last year we gave $20,000 away. That's several years in a row that we've given $20,000 or a shade more back to other nonprofits in the area that support the angling industry.
Right.
We've given money to the Spirit Lake Protective Association for a new dock at Templar Park.
Yeah.
The dock that's at the spillway, we helped fund that years ago.
Right.
Last year we gave money to Okoboji Protective Association, I believe it was, for the fish barrier. They needed to do some updates with the fish barrier. And so different things like that we're pretty proud of, the fact that we give some of the proceeds from Walleye Weekend back to help the angling industry as well.
Yeah. And that's just something I like to really put out there, the fact that people may look and go, boy, the chamber gets these sponsorships and sells these things, and so much of it, Blain, goes back into the community so the community can do great things.
It does, yeah. And the Chamber of Commerce is a business, and so we have to have funds to pay rent and lights and all that stuff too, and people understand that. But for instance, one of the things that we're doing is we're going to host an open house again with the DOT and the contractor for the Highway 71 project, and that's going to be coming up on March 7th at 5:30 at the Pavilion, and so be looking for more information on that to come out. But it's things like that we do kind of behind the scenes to try and help our business community as well, that not a lot of people know about.
Right.
We're hosting a by invitation only event for the businesses whose access will be affected this spring by the construction project.
Right.
So they're going to have an opportunity to come to the chamber office during a set period of time and visit with the contractor, look at the map, see what the plans are, and have one-on-one conversation with the contractor. And that's something that we think is important during
that is so
this
important for those
construction
businesses,
time.
yes.
Yeah.
Because it'll be around here before we know it again.
Yep.
And they're doing great work. I mean, my goodness,
They are. Yeah, but this spring basically so they're going to do a little bit on the Broadway intersection on the west side, and then the northbound lane from Broadway to Ackley Street by the Ritz.
Yep.
And then north of the bridge, it's going to be from Sanborn Avenue to Stakeout Road on the northbound lane.
Right.
So
Yep.
there's a lot of businesses in that area that are going to be affected by this. And So.
And I'm just happy to report, having a wife who has a business right in there, through all the cooperation with yourself and the DOT. The information was always out there, and she was able to relay that to her clientele, and they were able, do regular business. It didn't interrupt business. It didn't decline her business. Things went on just fine. I'm glad when it was completed, obviously, but, through that cooperation, things went well, and I think it did for a lot of businesses.
I do too. The advocacy and relationships and coordination that we do at the chamber, that's one of our missions, is connecting businesses with folks who know and what's going on and things like that. So
very good. So the invites will be going out then for okay.
I've been delivering those this morning actually, so stopping into the businesses and chatting with them.
You are Johnny on the spot.
We got a great team at the chamber.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do, my friend, and we all benefit from that. All right, anything else for the good of the chamber?
I don't think so. We'll be getting in some apparel here. I don't think so, and then I keep talking. Getting in some apparel here in the near future, and also the registration forms will be going out to the bait shops in the near future too. So, we encourage people to stop into the bait shops and register there as well. We're online at okobojichamber.com.
We may have, and I'm probably jinxing it, but we may have open water well before Walleye Weekend.
The rotary
this year.
car is through.
Did it go through?
I'm not sure. It's like this, but I don't know how deep it is where they put it this year.
I don't know how.
If it's resting on the bottom or if it's actually hung up. It'll be interesting to see.
We'll hear from Rotary. They'll let us know.
Yep.
That's always some of the signs of spring. The Rotary car going through, the taco house opening, and, and then a robin. You see a robin, okay, it's here. So,
I did see on social media yesterday. Maybe it was Sioux Center. There was some robins back already, so it won't be long.
Early birds, literally. So
it won't be long.
All right, my friend, okobojichamber.com is a place to find out all this stuff and more. All right.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you for coming in again.
My pleasure.
Blain Andera again from the Iowa Great Lakes Area Chamber of Commerce. We thank him for his time and all the work everybody at the Chamber does. Thank you for watching us right here on Okoboji Broadcast.
Okoboji Broadcast from the studios at historic Arnold's Park Amusement Park is brought to you in part by West Wealth Management, a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services. Advisor Jan Spielman, AJ Spielman, and Erica Wachholz. The headquarters of the University of Okoboji is at the Three Sons, open Monday through Saturday 10 to 5 and Sunday from 10 to 4. Bank Midwest, dream big, plan wisely, live well. Lakes Regional Healthcare and Avera Partner. Beck Engineering in Spirit Lake. Be Radiant Laser Skin Studio in the Okoboji Plaza in Okoboji.